today's video, we have my favorite prospects from the 2023-2024 high school basketball season. I was gonna come up with one of the best, but it's kind of hard to pick the best. So I'm just gonna go with my favorites, which in my opinion are the best or the most entertaining to watch. Now let's get right into the video. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and comment a player that I missed out on. I'm going to start off with my favorite point guard this year, Janiel Molina. Once I knew he transferred to Kingdom, I knew he was gonna do a very big impact to the team, but he still didn't fail to impress me. He is a true point guard with a shifty play style, and not only was he the key player in the offensive end, he led his team to a national championship game, and he was everywhere for Kingdom this year. Definitely my favorite point guard. The second player to mention is Edric Camacho. Edric Camacho was the MVP of the national championship tournament, and he is the definition of a true point guard. He's another player that led the offensive end for his team, but he led them to a national championship. What I liked about Edric Camacho on the final game is that he proved that points is not everything. He won the MVP by just simply being everywhere for the team, being a good leader, calling the right play, doing the right pass, and he was there defensively as well. So we gotta give it to him. The next player I'm going to mention is Alan Ayala, because come on now, he's a 6'6" player on his sophomore year who was just simply showing total dominance, not only in his junior varsity boys category, but in the varsity boys category. And it's not that he had a good role in the varsity boys category. He was one of, if not the most important player on that team. And when you tell me that there's a tall player that can not only dominate in the paint, has handles and can shoot the ball consistently, can make good decisions that of a point guard, I'm always on the lookout. And since we're talking about these players, the next one is Manuel Ayala. Manuel Ayala has proved in his different teams that he can play all 5 positions. Not only that, the role he played for Coelet and the role he's playing for Bucabla in the sub-22 tournament is basically the same, because he's a player that can do it all. What I enjoy most about his play style is his consistency. O sea, el brother no le baja. And he's also very athletic, which is why he was one of my favorite prospects and still is. And speaking of athletic players, the next player we have on the list is Luis Rodriguez. Pretty sure y'all saw this clip that I posted recently. Yeah, you can see where I'm going with this. Not only is he only 6 feet tall, but he's also in the class of 2025. And for him to be this athletic, it's honestly not common in Puerto Rico. This guy can not only dunk off of 2 feet over people, can catch lobs, and he's also a very consistent player. I'm gonna try to go to a lot of EDSJ games just to see this guy play, because he might be in my top 3 of favorite prospects. On the topic of athletic players, we have Samuel Pino next. Samuel Pino is another player that I would say he is all around, but he is known more for his basketball IQ, his slashing ability, and that's right, his athleticism. Not only is he a scoring machine, but he makes dunking look very easy. And he's headed to play his senior season in the new Morovis basketball school, which I'm very excited to see him play in. The next player I gotta talk about is Adrian Negron. He had me shocked this season, because I honestly did not expect him to play this good. Adrian Negron is just simply a scoring machine, bro. He's got a very consistent jump shot, he's got a very consistent mid-range shot. But what I have to say from what I've seen from him, he is most consistent when it comes to finishing, especially with floaters. For a player to score 25 points, shooting 69% from the field against the #1 ranked team in Puerto Rico, you gotta respect it. Player we also gotta respect from this list, David Maldonado, the MVP of the public school national championship. This guy is also another scoring machine, but if you guys saw that national championship game, you guys would agree with me that David made it look way too easy. He definitely deserved that MVP, and he was definitely one of my favorite public school players. Not only that, watching him play with Brian Bernardi and Ibrahim Rodriguez, it's like watching the 2014 Spurs play in the final. I'm not saying their play style is the same, but their chemistry was definitely close to the same, which made watching David Maldonado play and his team even more entertaining. A player that easily became one of my favorites this year, the public school system, is Darel Arce. He has that of a play style of Kristaps Porzingis, and he wasn't a player that was talked about that much. However, everything changed for him this year. He's now headed to play in the basketball school in Morovis, and I'm very excited to see how he does on that team. The next player I feel like he's one of the best point guards in the public school system, or the best, because of his aggressiveness, leadership, and mindset, and it's none other than Caleb Santos. He was everywhere for his team, and he had a lot of achievements this year, but the one that stands out the most is he was a part of history. He was a very important role in helping La Millan reach the Elite 8 for the first time, being the first public school to ever do so, which is why I admire his team so much, and I admire Caleb as a player as well. Finally, we have Esteban Roman from Wesleyan Academy, and I talk a lot about this guy because I feel like he's the most underrated underrated player in the island right now. He's got an unbelievably wide layup package. He's very good finishing through contact. He's got one of the most consistent shots I've ever seen. What I enjoyed the most about his player was the game he had in the Puerto Rico High School Athletic Alliance final. Down by 20, he was the key player for that comeback. I don't know if he's going to play in college, but if he's not, I highly suggest to pick this guy up because he is just simply underrated. Oh, and I can't forget to talk about Wesley Velez. What I like the most about Wesley Velez is that he is a great leader, and he's got one of the best mindsets out of all of these prospects. There are a lot of players that know how to trash talk, but are not impressive as basketball players. Wesley Velez is a player that talks the talk and walks the walk. His energy on the court makes him very entertaining to watch, and is the reason why I like him a lot as a player. That's all for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this format of video. If you want more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button with notifications on and drop a like on the video. And if there's a player that you guys thought I missed out on, you can let me know in the comments. I'm not perfect, and if necessary, I'll make a part 2 to this video. We are going to drop one for volleyball and soccer soon, so stay tuned to that. And that's pretty much it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and this is Game Day signing out.